All right, LAPD repeatedly flying over my apartment while the light source is remaining over my apartment. This is P.O.C. It is currently, by the way, they're the ones that are going to federal prison, monitoring on the venue of the internet, engaged in federal stalking as well. This is P.O.C. right here. Group stalking. Therefore, being demons flying back and forth, monitoring everything that I'm uploading to the Compare the P.O.C. folder. In addition to the P.O.C., I want to let you know what these demons that are inside of building 1806, the ones where I'm taking pictures of them group stalking, living in the building around me, apartments number 1 through 5, group stalking as while I am inside of my apartment, and as I engage in scrolling in, zooming in, uploading anything, these demons are pounding on the walls. I'm on the 3rd floor. Those demons are repeatedly flying over me. The light source is directly over me. The engineered light fills my apartment, as you've already seen. These demons are still engaging in what is state surveillance, including on Alvarado. That's the sex offense right there. That's POC, and that's documented impunity. While a demon is in the parking lot stalking with me, understand, this is a demon. They're under the light source and engineered light, which you saw on my ceiling, which you saw all over the walls. This is a demon that's listening to what I'm saying right now, acting in concert with the LAPD, who is engaging in flying over. That's why everybody's going to federal prison here. Everybody. They're all violent sex offenders, and they are psychotic. Absolutely psychotic. Engaged in state surveillance on an ongoing basis. That's a demon that's pacing back and forth. Okay? That's what the demons are doing in a helicopter. They're flying back and forth. And that's what the demons are doing on Alvarado Street. One vehicle after another. It's pacing. It's demons that are pacing back and forth. This is all covering of what is engineered light. The light source is remaining here. And that's how you know that that's a demon, is because they're driving under a light source that's not possibly the sun. In addition to what is being a demon living at the crime scene, we're at after 6 p.m., which, by the way, it's 2:10 right now. And the entity was engaging with us, rising the sun in alignment to the same apartment. The light source is directly over the apartment where they're stalking me, keeping me under surveillance, and demons engaging with us, harassment by an entity. This is impossible light that's moving, okay? This is POC. That's why they're all going to federal prison. This is, again, stalking in a helicopter. Demons that are stalking in a helicopter. In this light, pay attention because it's moving in real time, all right? This is never going to be the natural environment. Those are demons stalking in a helicopter. That's LAPD, so the world needs to know that. That's what's wrong with the Los Angeles Police Department. That's the reason why, when you're looking at the evidence and you're witnessing the prosecution on the world stage, and you need to understand why are the police departments engaging in this criminal system, when you would sit down and analyze it, okay? I'm going to tell you why. What you're not going to find in your textbooks, what you're not going to study in the universities. This is demon possession. That's why they're doing it. Okay? Demon possession is what is compelling, what is inspiring, highly deranged, psychotic, stalking obsession. And that's what they're doing repeatedly in a helicopter. Okay, it is currently 2:11 p.m. The demons that are surrounding in this environment, well, the light source is directly over my apartment at 2:11 p.m., which I've already documented. The entity is engaging what is repeatedly acts of harassment. The demon possessed. Iris Carnero, the demon of 1806 number 1. The group stalker that you saw, group stalking with LAPD, watering the garden. She was stalking in the path. That demon of 1806 number 2. Rafael Lopez, the one you saw group stalking on the sidewalk the other evening while LAPD flew over again in the evening, where this light source is still here after 5 p.m. That group stalker of 1806 number 3. Misael Lopez and his mother and his sister group stalking on an ongoing basis in concert with the demons of the Los Angeles Police Department, 1806 number 4. 1806 number 5, the demon that you see engaging in surveillance via the laundry room like all the rest of them. Group stalking yesterday at 8:33 a.m. when I'm showing you what is the light source through the windshield of Omnichan's Route 61 going to Fontana. By the way, the entity is maintaining the light source while I went to that venue today in 2022 where I remained, because the light source is remaining there setting at 7 in the evening. Jung Kim of 1806 number 5 engaging in what is the sex offense and harassment as an entity, crossing path in plain sight while the entity is sounding helicopter activity, because these hostile demons are engaging in the pattern of conduct, wanting to be a distraction while they know I'm getting ready to step out and capture another video, which is serving to federally prosecute them. Also understanding what is the entity engaging in that, using a leaf blower. That's also a method of what is obstruction of justice, while the demons are both engaging in the pattern of conduct and wanting to engage in what is just noise creation, doing anything and everything, wanting to shut the target individual up. That's what these demons want. They want me to shut up. It's never going to happen. They're going to listen to every word while I prosecute them, and the whole world is going to listen to every word that I'm uttering. I want to be clear that those are the demons that are engaging in monitoring while I'm inside a building 1806. where the light source, which is not possibly the sun, is directly over my building, and the entity is aiming engineered light. This is what you're looking at. This is the P.O.C. Okay, this is the pattern of the blinds, P.O.C. And they're engaging in that while the demons, they're showing you that's what's wrong with the LAPD, the entire department. It's not just that demon that's flying the helicopter. This is practiced by an entire law enforcement agency. You already know that. That's why I'm showing you the sheriff's departments that are group stalking. That's why I'm showing you the sheriff's departments and the police departments and the courts that are engaging in fictitious prosecutions. Pay attention to the details and everything that I documented about these criminal acts committed by the state. They are clearly outside of the bounds of the law. This is because I've been documenting them and prosecuting them via my documentation and exposing them for this criminal system. These are demons. This is demonic activity, and they are obsessively engaging in what is harassment as an entity, stalking in helicopter, harassment as an entity, banging all around the walls while they're monitoring what's going on the internet. This is P.O.C. The LAPD is going to federal prison. So is everybody that lives at Alvarado Gardens. And this is the outright concession of a government. That's a outwardly demonstrating demon possession, outwardly demonstrating what is hostility to an American citizen that's documenting them, outwardly engaging in a stalking, which I don't need your confession. The fact that they're stalking me after flying in circles for 47 minutes in front of my apartment, what they're doing. You also know what they're doing when demons such as Tiffany Sherez and Center for Better Life and Ryder Vanessa Drees and the hundreds of the people of the state that have engaged in the same identical pattern of what is crossing path, and the engineered light that you see on my walls is in motion all around on the buildings while they're just driving a car. That is the outward demonstration of demon possession and hostility. That's why the Los Angeles Police Department is going to be disbanded, because you're understanding the public safety that is presented through the demon possessed that are in positions with law enforcement. This is the criminal system that they're actually engaging in while they're not solving crimes that are occurring in LA, because they are a part of those crimes. That's why. Okay? There's a multitudinous amount of reasons why the LAPD is going to be disbanded. All right, and that's demonic pacing and helicopter. The ongoing traffic is demonic pacing, and this is ongoing harassment as an entity. That same demon that you saw exhibiting that is crossing paths with LAPD, and that's how a hostile demon shows their hostility as well and engages in retaliation. Walking in the parking lot under the light source while the documentation is underway, that's Tiffany Sherez, who you saw engaging in what is a sex offense and terrorism via directed light while LAPD flew over in helicopter. That's what she engaged in. You're taking those children. Her and Juan Almanza are both going to federal prison. It is currently 2:16 p.m. This is documentation of what is exhibited in immunity by an entire entity. Not just the LAPD, not just the overweight demon that is Tiffany Sherez and her boyfriend that she shacked up with here with minor children engaging in what is an ongoing act of terrorism and state surveillance. This is immunity by an entity, all right? And they're engaged in federal stalking in violation of Title 18, 22618 subsections 1 and 2. They're listening to every word while pacing repeatedly over in helicopter, engaging in what is state surveillance and federal stalking together. And there are demons doing that in an environment that is entirely unnatural and doing so on an ongoing basis. It is currently, again, 2:16 p.m. There is no sun that would ever be present over the environment, over my apartment. That's not only rising in alignment to my living room, it's setting in alignment to me, perfect alignment to me, which is the pattern, stalking in the path with light. That's state surveillance, demon stalking in the path with light. And that's why it's filling my apartment. And that's why those demons of the Los Angeles Police Department are repeatedly doing laps in helicopter over my apartment on an ongoing basis, especially while they're hostile to all of the pivotal documentation that I'm reminding you of. The entity group stalking by the San Bernardino Sheriff's Department, group stalking by the Upland Police Department, group stalking by the Ontario Police Department, group stalking by the Los Angeles Police Department, while that light source is remaining in alignment to my living room today during the same time of year, daylight saving time, the exact same time. Those demons that are engaged in federal stalking criminal conduct with the people of the state, all of whom are going to federal prison that live at Alvarado Gardens, including Tiffany Sherez, you are not going to hesitate to snatch those minor children out of her custody. She's a dangerous psychopath, and that is shared by the people of the state. That's the condition that they don't want you to know about, while they're secretly stalking and keeping an American citizen under surveillance with these highly corrupt and demon-possessed police agencies and sheriff's departments and courthouses who are engaging in criminal surveillance in the state of California. It is federal group stalking and monitoring. So I want to make sure that you understand that as I walk back to my bedroom, that's LAPD. Those are demons that are engaging in psychotic stalking. Psychotic. Okay, and that's why I say that they're wearing diapers, because they must be. I want to be clear. concern, the natural concern with relieving yourself, that's out of the door when you're understanding the actual obsession of the demon possessed. They are never taking a break. They are never sitting down. They are always engaging in what is the ongoing activity creation. And this is the frenzy that the demon possessed engage in. So while I'm capturing that, and every word that I am saying is making the demon possessed more irate, they engage in more of that psychotic stalking. And it is going to the federal prosecution of the people of the state. These demons are engaged in ongoing harassment as an entity, which I'm going to prosecute Todd Speaker for and speaker companies for as well. Understand that. The entity is engaging in what is harassment as an entity, while demons are filling my apartment with ongoing noise because they're monitoring what I'm doing on the phone. They're going to federal prison for federal stalking as well. Okay? It is currently 2:18 p.m. The entity is engaged in harassment as a demon-possessed entity that is constantly monitoring you. It is inherently harassment as an entity. Okay, can't stay away, can't stop stalking with a helicopter, can't stay away, can't stop being a psychopath, banging on noises, which is amplified. That's speaking to the mental psychosis. This is demon possession. The effect on a human being creates a very deranged individual. And you're talking about a population that's trying to hide that condition from you. They're trying to hide it. It's not hidden anymore. And they're very, very sick. Okay, slinging and flinging light when you're just driving a car trying to terrorize somebody that now knows it and is exposing it. That's intending to terrorize somebody and let them know that they're under surveillance and threaten them and frighten them, and it reasonably does. How do you do that? That's entirely demonic, entirely psychotic. All right, serving what purpose? It's a criminal purpose in concert with an entity that is engaging in what is psychologically torturing conduct in a helicopter. Highly deranged methods of stalking someone, inherently designed to mentally disturb that person, okay? While they do so, all I'm doing is maintaining a list, and I'm gonna add to this list. I've been uploading the video, look at the Compare the P.O.C. folder, because that's what this demonic entity is hostile about. Everybody, all 59 units, I kid you not, they're all going to federal prison. Okay, there's going to be a raid at Alvarado Gardens, and they're all going to federal prison. All right, the Los Angeles Police Department shall be no more, and it will be understood in the world as to why. The domestic enemy that they are, the threat that they pose to the public safety for American citizens in this country. Understand that. And what will not be tolerated in this country. It is currently, again, 2:20 p.m., and this is P.O.C.